And we're live. How you like me now? Gold teeth when I smile, trying to take you out the ghetto, but I'm still buck wild. What? Yo, okay, so happy Friday. Dr. Stephanie, aka Siren Creatrix, is in the house. How are you guys doing? Okay, so geez, where do I even begin? There's so many things that I want to share with you guys, that I want to say with you guys. Let me just ground myself for a moment. Hello, we are in the Pisces eclipse portal. So let's bring in that opposite energy of that grounding. Grounded, baby. Grinding, grounded, Virgo energy. Okay. What do I want? Okay, this is what I want to talk to you guys about, which, by the way, if you're new to me in my world, introduce yourself, say hello. I would love to get to know you. I'd love to connect with you. And if you're not new to me in my world, say hi so that we can talk. So okay, first we need to talk about this. We need to talk couture. Okay, how are we liking this? Okay, so this is legit, authentic, marine, what do they call this? Marine core couture. You just can't make this ish up. Like I'm telling you, I did Mars magic and this dropped in, right? Like this stuff does not come cheap, guys. So perfect for when the commandress archetype was dropping in. I was working with this. I've been sharing with you guys as we've been following in the Star Disco Atelier, like we work with all of the planets, right? All of the planets. Something that I want to remind you about is that you are a sky. You're a sky filled with stars. You are an entire galaxy. You have multiple voices of intelligence inside of you. And I know, like in the world of astrology, a lot of people think in terms of, oh, this is my sun sign. And that's cool and that's great. And then we even have we have a rising sign and we have a moon sign. And even that is only really scratching the surface. Something that I specialize in with my clients, the reason that my clients get the kind of mythic, magical, miraculous results that they do is the identity work that I do with people. And when it comes to your identity, your personality is what creates your personal reality. I'm going to say that again. Your personality, which is your identity, is what makes up your personal reality, meaning the life that you live, the life that you experience, the life that you expect to experience. What just feels normal and natural and effortless to you is based upon the identity that you hold and have. And the identity that you hold and have is made up of the personal planets. The personal planets being the sun, the moon, but then Mercury, Venus, and my daughter and I do this because it's the Saturn finger. Raise your right finger. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Venus is in Leo. We're going to get to that. Just you wait. But the personal planets. So the personal planets are huge when it comes to your personal identity, but also identity shifts. And so there's a few ways. What's up? Nicole is in the house. Ooh, I like that last name. Gayatri, as in like the Gayatri mantra. That's hot. Love it. Okay, so coming back to, I'm talking about identity shifts, identity work as it applies to astrological rites of passage, planetary rites of passage. So these personal planets make up your personal reality. And so in the Star Disco Atelier, how I work with my clients when it comes to changing identity, shifting identity. But here's the kicker, okay? I'm talking about irreversible change. Irreversible change with your identity, meaning like alchemical, because astrology is alchemical. If you didn't know, now you know. Alchemy, astrology, magic, they're actually all the same thing. They have been for thousands and thousands of years. It's only since the burning of the libraries of Alexandria that then alchemy, astrology, and magic became like these separate kind of things. Okay, but I'm digressing. Not really. But if you really love this conversation, like, you belong in the Space Opera Star Lab and Studio, my 1 year, formerly known as the apprenticeship. Okay, so alchemy, let me give you an example of what alchemical irreversible change means for you. This is where, like, if you're going to go and make a bread, it's like you're going to get the eggs, you're going to get the flour, you're going to get the water, you're going to mix it all together, you're going to add some heat, put it in the oven, and then it's going to turn into bread. And once it turns into bread, it will never, ever, ever go back. It will never be bread again. I mean, it will never be eggs again. It will never be water. It'll never be any of these separate elements. It is now bread. That is because alchemy means that it is fundamentally changed its structure, right? And so this is what we do in my world. And we do this a few different ways with the alchemical rites of passages that all of these personal planets have. And then we also do this with energy work, which is quantum light body archetype and energetic quantum light body activations. And this is where you've seen, testimonials, you've seen my clients talk about in one session, X, Y, and Z happened. A lot of the times it's from these one-to-one quantum light body activations, because we're working at the quantum level. We're working at the energy where you don't actually have to go through the physical experience of something to get the lesson, right? Like, we're pulling patterns and emotional roots, and we're shifting identity at the root cause, and or at the level of the astral field, at the level of the emotional body, pulling out debris and patterns and hooks and cords and programming and installing light architecture, archetypal patterns of energy. And that's all that an archetype is, or an identity is. It's a pattern of power. It's a pattern of energy. I did not expect for this to be the conversation, but hey, it's a wild card today. So this is how I work, and this is how we work in the Star Disco brand. This is how my clients get the results that they do. And so where was I even going with this, right? I don't even know now. So I do know now. I'm just going to get right into it. So what I want to talk to you guys about today. Oh yeah, so there's like all of these planets, right? Like, there's all of these voices of intelligence inside of you. Thank you. The channel just dropped right in. And so we have all of these voices of intelligence inside of us, but most people are only working with maybe one, two at best, three sometimes, and I'm talking about the majority of people are working with one, maybe two archetypes, when at a minimum we have 12 available to us. Okay? And even much more when we're talking about the unlimited resources of the quantum field. And so this is where we work, this is where we operate, and whether we're doing that with communing and being in, like, literally, there's this joke going around. This was I'll never forget when this happened, but I was at the gym with my husband and training, and my husband was like asking the owner of the gym, like, yo, where's Stephanie at? And the owner of the gym was like, I think she's outside, she's on the phone with Mars. And it's like, I laugh at this now, but it's like, it's so true. Like, I talk to the planets. Astrological magic is a love language. It's a language that I have with the planets, that I have with the stars. And through that love language, you're channeling, you get to be a conduit, you get to be a channel of star beams, of light beams, of this celestial fire. And what does fire do? But fire activates you, right? It's like, it is the quickest acting of the elements. So let's wrap this up. I want to keep it short and sweet. I wanted to talk about where Venus is right now, because Venus, like all of the planets, is on her own adventure, right? She's on her own personal dance with the sun, right? In her journey around the sun. And as she ends up like dancing and hooking up and making passes and whatever she does, her light shows with the sun, right? And so Venus right now is really starting to pick up speed. Okay, she's really starting, and yeah, planets go fast, planets go slow, they have scenes, right? And that's also another way that I work a lot in the Star Disco brand, is through like this, why I talk about come get scened, meaning as in when you live your life where it really is a magical adventure. There's plot twists, there's scenes, there's opening moves, there's closing ceremonies, right? Like there's portals, there's rites of passages. Like your life gets to be fucking fun, right? Like you don't have to move countries. I'm not, I think that's fucking amazing and wonderful if and when that does happen. But it's like hold on a second. Okay. So many people, it's like I feel, and as an artist, I get it and I resonate, which by the way, that's who I specialize working with. Artists are very strange. We're strange creatures. You have to be a very special person to either one, like love an artist, be in a romantic relationship with an artist, and or have an artist as a friend, have an artist as like within your team, because we're strange, right? Like we're not feeling things that most people feel. We're not wanting what most people want. So, there's a level of aliveness, there's a level of feeling that in order to be an artist, you have to be willing to risk, and you have to be willing to allow yourself to experience, so that you can be a voice of expression for the times, so that you can be a voice for the culture and what needs to change and where that we're going and the values that you want to see in the world, right? Like, and there's a quote, and forgive me if I'm butchering it, but no artist tolerates reality. Like art, like really at its core is a form of activism. So if you aren't interested in like how, if you feel that like modern living and or the ways of society and culture are not fulfilling you and fulfilling your soul and fulfilling your heart, right? Like what happens is that you tend to experience boredom and or numbness in your life. And so this is where, like, I have found, this is how one of the ways that I actually transformed my tragedy turned comedy relationship, my need and my, just like who I am to be what I now call hot and dramatic, and or haute, like haute couture, hot and dramatic, was from the low drama into the high drama. And I do this with these planetary scenes and rites of passages and portals. And so right now, Venus, coming back to Venus, because she is the patron saint of artists and lovers and beauty, she's really starting to pick up speed. And right now she's in one of my ultimate favorite places in the whole sky. And that is in the Vedic lunar mansion, also known as the nakshatra of Ajleja. So Ajleja is all about enchantment, and it's actually has a lot of mercurial aspects to it. So it's about embracing luxury and hypnotism and dancing and really embracing we spoke about last week how Virgo is the ultimate material girl, and I would have to say there's a very tight race going on between this particular section of Leo, which is the nakshatra. It's only like 13 degrees of Ajleja, because it is also very Virgo girl, material girl, which, by the way, Madonna had this as one of her placements. Let me give you some examples. Kylie Jenner, Madonna, Marilyn Monroe, Emily in Paris. Who loves fucking Emily in Paris? Lana Del Rey. If you check on if you do a search on my page, you'll see where I've spoken quite a bit about. This is a dragon. These are known as the Nagas. The Ajleja are known as they are the princess dragons. And there's a whole mythology about them, which I love, right? Because it's about connecting you with your own personal mythos. So if you resonate with, and some of my most like near and dear clients, like as I've gone throughout this journey, I've learned that like some of my favorite clients, like this is like a big part of their star signature. So, and especially if you resonate with dragons, you'll love the history and the lore and the mythos of Ashlesia. So, but it's very sexy. Megan Fox, that was the other, like, it's very hot. It's very, very sexy. It is known as the sexual initiatrix nakshatra. So when it comes to sex magic, when it comes to the material realm and being hypnotic and working with the voltage, like sexual energy as a current and as a voltage, like this is where you want to play. So this is where Venus is going to be. She's not going to be here for forever. She's passing through, right? But gosh, like I don't even know where to begin. So something okay. Drum roll. So many things are happening behind the scenes right now. Like I just cannot even begin. Thank you. This Pisces eclipse wormhole portal is happening. Like fantastical, like the artistry and the creativity that's happening. Just you wait. You've heard me. I've been saying something is coming. Well, some things are coming, and this is a part of it. And a big part of this is connecting with this Ashlesia energy. So you definitely want to soak this up, right? Because Venus isn't going to be here for forever. I believe right now she's technically at like 12 degrees, and she'll be she's almost moving at like a degree, or she's moving at a degree, I think. A degree a day. Like that's her clip, right? So she's got about like eight more days. So like a week figure here in this position. So if you want to learn about Venus, if you want to learn about Ashlesia, just pay attention, right? Like pay attention and note, like what, if you have artists, if you're an artist, what are your artist friends doing? What are they talking about? What's coming up in relationships? What's trending, right? What stars are you starting to notice are being highlighted in the media? All of this is astrological. It's literally like and that's why I love working with pop. Like, I don't do pop astrology, but I'm very much into what's happening in media and in style and in movies and in media, but arts and culture, because it is and this is how I teach, one of the like main, like a big part of the methodology in the Space Opera Star Lab and Studio, formerly known as my one-year apprenticeship, is working with these medias, and from here learning about the stars and astrology and how that informs, inspires, and applies to your own creative process. Like creativity is at the heart and soul of what it is that we do. So that's it for my ramblings for today. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're new tuning in here, this is my weekly episode coming at you from the Star Disco Atelier. And if you have riff requests and or things that you have questions about, you want me to talk about, drop them here in the comments and I will consider those for the upcoming love streams that we've got. This is a weekly love stream. And so many things. I'm so excited. So many things are happening that I'm so excited to share with you. Special guests, special collaborations, and things happening behind the scenes. So stay tuned. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.